Then we have started with organizing the material for a presentation. And there the important points were, first you have to write down some important point, then you select some main point. Okay? When you are organizing material for a presentation, first you have to write down all the point that is related with the objective of this presentation. Okay, write down all the points, then you select 3 to 5 points. Based on that, you prepare introduction, main content, and conclusion. Then decide whether to illustrate, and then you go for introduction and conclusion. So in the introduction session, you have to give a preview of what you are going to say, and conclusion session, you should summarize the point what you have discussed. And in the self-introduction, while introducing, you start with your name. You should tell your name clearly, and then you can go for a qualification or what you are doing now. But most importantly, you explain the benefit of your presentation if the audience listen to you. Okay, what benefit audience will get if they listen to your presentation. That you can explain. Then later you can explain or you can introduce the topic detailing. And after that you go for topic, that is main content. Once the presentation is over, answering question session should be there. Okay, so in that you have to listen to the question clearly. Take enough time and listen to the question and completely listen the question. Okay, then what you have to do is pause a second or two so that you will get enough time to think about the answer. Then you can repeat the question. So once you repeat the question, you have 3 benefits. One is that you will get or audience can hear what you have hear that particular question. And second point is, okay, first point is audience can hear that question. Second one is you will get enough time to think about that question. Third one is you can confirm the question with the person who has asked that particular question. Okay, once after answering, you just credit the person who has asked that particular question. Okay, then also respond to the question honestly. That means if you don't know the answer, you just tell him you don't know, you will clear it later, something like that. Then get his contact number or something. Do not tell anything wrong answer. Okay, and if you know, try your maximum to answer perfectly. Okay, then we have also discussed individual presentation practice. Okay, so practicing a presentation means start with conceptualization, then internalize, not memorize. That means no need to memorize all the point. You can understand the concept and then you can explain. Present it out loud, then present standing up, then present in the cloth you are going to wear. Okay, that same cloth you can use it, or the similar kind of dress you can use it while preparing it. Then time it. Okay, see where you are presenting. Also visualize your successor in your preparing. Okay. Then presenting visuals effectively. So visuals are very important because when you are dealing with numbers and some theory, it will help you, of course. With the help of video, you can present all the contents. Okay. Then you can go for PPT or video presentation, and of course when pictures are there, when graphs are there, when charts are there, you can go for it. Okay, that's about we are discussing yesterday. Today we will start with the debate and group discussion. Okay, so you have to listen to this carefully because we have to do some activities on this debate and group discussion. Okay, so in first it is introduction to group discussion. A group discussion or GD is a methodology used by an organization to gauge whether the candidate has certain personality traits and or skills that is desired in its members. Okay, so this is specifically it is used when there is an interview. When interview process is there, they will conduct a GD session. So why they have conduct a GD session? They actually wanted to know whether you have some kind of personality traits or skills. Actually, that is decided by the company. ഓക്കെ ആ കമ്പനിക്ക് ആവശ്യമുള്ള രീതിയിലുള്ള സ്കില്ലും മറ്റു കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ ഉണ്ടോ എന്ന് വ്യക്തിത്വങ്ങൾ ഉണ്ടോ എന്ന് അറിയാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാണ് എന്ത് ചെയ്യുന്നത് അവര് ഗ്രൂപ്പ് ഡിസ്കഷൻ കണ്ടക്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. ഓക്കെ സോ വാട്ട് ദേ വിൽ ഡു മീൻസ് ഓക്കെ വൺ മോർ ടൈം ഇറ്റ് ഇസ് എ ഇന്റർവ്യൂ സ്ട്രാറ്റജി. I can tell it like this. Group discussion is an interview strategy. Okay, so what they will do is while interviewing they will conduct a group discussion and they will assess you. Okay, what they will assess you is they want to know whether you have some personality traits or skills that's actually decided by the company. Okay, so that's about it. Okay, so what they will do means in this methodology the group of candidates is given a topic or a situation given, and also they will give you a to think, okay, about the same, and then ask to discuss the topic among themselves for 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, so they will form a team of some 8 to 10 members, or depends, okay, 5 to 10 members. Then they will give you a topic to discuss, and then after that they will give you some 5 to 10 minutes time to think about that, and then you can start discussing in that group for some 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, ആദ്യം നമ്മൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്യുക അവരെ they will give you a topic and they will give you some time to think. Once it is over, they will the discussion will be conducted for some 15 to 20 minutes. So within that time you can discuss it among your team. You can discuss the topic. That's it. Okay, that's about group discussion. So the group members need to listen to each other and use voice and gestures effectively, use clear language and persuasive styles. Okay, so other number some use voice and gestures effectively. Okay, then you use clear language, okay, style, etc. Okay, so what a GD is, it is a group discussion normally conducted by it is a part of interview process normally conducted by employees of this interviewer to the candidates. So what they want to assess is your personality and your skills. Okay, that they want to assess by using this group discussion. Okay, then how they will conduct group discussion is first they will give you a topic to discuss. Okay, then they will give you some 5 to 10 minutes to think about that. Later, once that is over, they will start the GD, and the duration of the GD will be most probably it will be between 15 to 20 minutes, and within that you can discuss it among each other. Okay, so who is during that time they will understand how you are presenting, who is the most suitable person for that particular company. They will get to know that. Okay, that's it. So GD is structured actually That means it is the exchange of idea in GD takes place in a systematic and structured way. So it is like exchange of idea. That means if there are 5 people in a group discussion and they were given a topic, each one will have his own vision or his own opinion about that particular topic. So he will be explaining that. So it is exchange of idea. So suppose if they have some kind of problem, they want to discuss it. So that problem is given to them. So each one will tell their own idea about that particular problem, and so that the idea is exchanged in between all. So who will evaluate GD is done by subject expert based on the discussion. Okay. So GD, there are a lot of advantages conducting a GD. A group discussion help problem solving, decision making, and personality assessment. Okay. So a group discussion, as we discuss about a problem, it helps for problem solving, and also it is a decision making and personality assessment tool. Whether one is a student or a job seeker, a professional engineer or a company executive, one need effective GD skill. Okay, so if it is a student, if it is a job seeker, if it is a professional engineer or a company executive, he should have a effective GD skills. Now we will discuss what is the difference between group discussion and a debate. Okay, so again I will explain you that group discussion means you will be given a topic to discuss. Okay, first of all, it is an interview, or it is a part of an interview process, and if they want to assess your personality and skills, they can conduct a GD so that easily they can understand who is the most suitable person for their company. Okay, so that is GD. So what will happen during GD? You will be given a topic. You have to discuss among the group. So you first they will be give you a topic and some 5 to 10 seconds for discussion. Sorry, not discussion. For thinking about the topic. And once they start the discussion, they will be conducting this GD for some 15 to 20 minutes. So within that time, they will or evaluator will evaluate how each one is performing. Okay, that is about group discussion. So what is the difference between group discussion and debate? The difference between group discussion and debate. Group discussion is exchange of idea and informal opinion between a group of people. Sorry, it is a group discussion is an exchange of idea, information, or opinion between a group of people. Okay, exchange of idea, information, opinion between a group of people. But debate means it is a formal contest of argumentation between two individual or team. Okay, so group discussion means it is just an exchange of idea, information, and or opinion. Okay, so they will be sharing between the team. So if there are some 5 members in the team, each one will explain his idea. Each one will be exchanging their idea, information, opinion about that particular topic. That is about group discussion. But debate means there is a point. So there will be, of course, 2 sides for that point, and 2 teams also will be there. So each one will be having one view. So they will be trying to say that their view is correct. Okay, there will be a particular point. So that particular point, there will be 2 views. Okay, so also there will be 2 teams. So each team will be trying to say that their point is true, others is wrong. So that is what they will do. That is the difference between group discussion and debate. Now, the difference between group discussion and debate, first one is opposing view. Okay, in GD, People may express different views during group discussion, but group discussion do not necessarily having two opposing sides. Okay, so it is just exchange of idea uh, between a team. That is about group discussion. Okay, group discussion means it is exchange of idea between a team. Okay, not like there are two teams, they are arguing between them, but debate is something like that. There will be two sides, two teams, so they will be trying to say that their point is or their view is correct. That is debate. And second point is conclusion. Okay, group discussion will not have a conclusion, but debate will be having a conclusion. One of the team will win in the end. Okay, so in the debate there will be two teams, there will be two views, so one of the team will win in the final. Okay. But group discussion, there is no such conclusion, they're just a sharing of an idea, and they will listen to each other. That's it. And formality, uh, GDs are more informal than debate. Okay, debate is formal and GD is informal. And purpose, what is the purpose of group discussion and debate is, purpose of group discussion is sharing knowledge, information, experience, and opinions. Okay, that's the purpose of group discussion, sharing knowledge, information, experience, and opinions. And debate, the purpose of debate attempts to persuade the listeners and the other side that their view is correct. So one side will be always arguing, always try to argue that their view is correct, and the other side view is wrong. And the fifth point is competition. So GD is not actually competitive. Okay, so the evaluator, what they will do means they will observe everybody in the team who is performing well, they will select that person. Okay, but debate is a competition among two teams to prove that their view is correct. So it is a competition. Okay, so what we have done so far is we have compared between group discussion and debate. First, in case of opposing view, okay, GD not necessarily have two opposing side. It is just sharing of knowledge, but debate have two sides. And conclusion, GD won't be having a conclusion, but debate are often has a conclusion. Formality, GD is informal and group discussion is formal. Purpose, purpose of GD is just to share the knowledge or information or experience. But debate is to prove that their side is correct, their view is correct. So GD is by competition, GD is not a competition, but debate is a competition. Okay, so we'll move to the next point, participating in GD. Okay, so when you are participating in a GD, what are the do's in participating in GD? What you have to do actually when you are participating in a GD? Okay, first the interviewer or the person who is sitting there will give you a topic to discuss. Okay, so listen to that subject carefully. First, what you have to do is listen to that subject carefully. Okay, then you'll be given a piece of paper and pen, or you have to carry. Then you just write down some thoughts or important points about that particular topic on that paper. Okay, then so you'll be getting some few points. Okay, once the GD is started, you can start the discussion if you know the subject very well. Okay, if you know the subject very well. Okay, else if you don't know the subject, first you listen to others, what they are saying. Okay, then when they are speaking out, you will get some of the idea. Then you can present it. Okay. Then if you have some point, what you do is you can support your point with some data and figures. That also you can explain. Okay. Support your points. Every point you support with some data and figures. And make short contribution, uh, 25 to 30 seconds, 3 to 4 times. Okay, as I said earlier, the duration of GD will be around 25 to 30. Okay, so minutes. In between, you give some 3 to 4 times some points you explain, and every explanation should be for a duration of some 25 to 30. It is not like you are keep on telling. In a group discussion, all the members has to participate. So not only one person. So you can speak for some 25 to 30 seconds, one point or something, and you can say this kind of points in 3 to 4 times within the entire duration of the GD. Okay, complete GD complete duration lo നിങ്ങൾക്ക് 3 to 4 times സ്പീക്ക് ചെയ്യാം. ഓരോ തവണ സ്പീക്ക് ചെയ്യുമ്പോഴും അത് 25 to 30 സെക്കൻഡ് മാത്രമേ സ്പീക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുള്ളൂ, കൂടുതൽ സ്പീക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ പാടില്ല. Because other members also there, they have to express their points also. Okay, so next point is give others a chance to speak. Okay, speak politely and pleasantly. Respect the contribution from other members. Okay, speak politely and pleasantly. Okay, എടുത്ത് ചാടി അങ്ങനെ പറയാൻ പാടില്ല. പൊളൈറ്റ് ആയിട്ട് പ്ലസന്റ് ആയിട്ട് നിങ്ങൾ പ്രസന്റ് ചെയ്യണം. Okay, disagree politely and agree with what is right. Okay, disagree or polite ആയിട്ട് disagree ചെയ്യാൻ പഠിക്കണം. Okay, it is not if someone is telling wrong point, if you are just going to argue with him. It is not like that. Argue ചെയ്യാനൊന്നും പാടില്ല. Okay, so agree ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിലും disagree ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിലും polite ആയിട്ട് ചെയ്യണം. Okay, summarize the discussion if the group has not reached a conclusion. Okay, if you want, you can do that also. If you get a clear idea about the topic, you can summarize the discussion. Okay, that also you can do. Okay, so what are the things you have to do while participating in JD? First, the evaluator or the person who is conducting the interview will give you a topic. So listen to the topic carefully, then write down some important point. Then if you know that subject very well, you can start the group discussion. Else you just listen to others, then you will get some idea, then you can start. First you listen to others if you don't know the topic. Then the points what you have written down, you can support the points with the data and figures. Okay, and ഓക്കെ, ഒരു ഫസ്റ്റ് ഒരിക്കൽ നിങ്ങൾ സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്തെങ്കിൽ പിന്നെ മിണ്ടാതിരിക്കലല്ല അല്ലെ. സോ ഇൻ ബിറ്റ്വീൻ യു സ്പീക്ക് ഫോർ സം 25 to 30 seconds 3 to 4 times in the entire duration of the GD. ഓക്കെ, ഒരാൾ ഫസ്റ്റ് സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്യല എൻഡ് സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്യുക അങ്ങനെയല്ല, ഒരു ലൈൻ ബൈ ലൈൻ ആയിട്ട് പോകാനും പാടില്ല. ഓക്കെ, അത് ഒരു ഇടയിൽ ഇൻ ബിറ്റ്വീൻ നിങ്ങൾ സംസാരിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടാവും. ഓക്കെ, ഐ വിൽ ഷെയർ യു വൺ എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ്. വെൻ ഐ അറ്റൻഡഡ് വൺ ഇന്റർവ്യൂ, they were conducting GD. Okay, so they have given one topic to us. We were around some 8 to 10 members. Okay, so what I did is I was knowing that topic. I started the topic. Okay, but overall we don't have any experience. The team didn't practice any GD, or first time we are attending that group discussion. Okay, so what I did is I have just started. Okay, then what the person sitting next to me continued. Okay, the second point was explained by him. The third person who is sitting, the second person who is sitting to me said the third point, and it was going in that line. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. Okay, what of course what happened? And they didn't select anyone else. That GD was a flop. So it is not like one by one. So the people who knows that topic very well can come up with their point, and it is not like they are only the person speaking. They have to allow the other persons to speak also, and it is like in a entire duration of group discussion, they have each person has to speak for some 3 to 4 times, and the maximum duration of one speech should be between 25 to 30 seconds. And within this 25 to 30 seconds, he has to explain a point with some data and figures. Okay, then while speaking, you have to speak politely and pleasantly. And when disagreeing with others' opinion, then also you have to speak politely. Uh, okay, then finally, someone in the group has to summarize the point. Okay, so that's about do's or when participating in a group discussion. Next, what are the don'ts? What we should not do when participating in a GD? Okay, initiate the discussion if you don't have sufficient knowledge about the given topic. Okay, you should not initiate the discussion if you don't have sufficient knowledge about the given topic. Okay, overspeak, intervene, and snatch others' chance to speak. That you should not do. Okay, you should not speak more than some, as I said earlier, it's 25 to 30 seconds. You should not speak like that, or you should not speak for more than 1 minute continuously, and you should not interrupt other people. You should not stop other person from talking, and in between you നിങ്ങൾ എന്താ പറയുക ഒരാളെ സ്റ്റോപ്പ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് അതിൻ്റെ ഇടയിൽ കയറി നിങ്ങൾ സംസാരിക്കാൻ പാടില്ല. അതാണ് നമ്മൾ നേരത്തെ പറഞ്ഞ പോയിന്റ്. അതാണ് ഓക്കെ, സ്പീക്ക് പൊളൈറ്റ്ലി. എന്താ പറയുക, വേറൊരാളെ ചാൻസ് നമ്മൾ നഷ്ടപ്പെടുത്താൻ പാടില്ല. Okay, arguing and shouting during the GD. Okay, you should not argue or shout during the GD with others. Okay, argumentum shouting on the pardon. And you should not look at the evaluator or a particular group member. Okay, you should not look at the evaluator or a particular group member. Okay, talking irrelevant things and distract the discussion. Okay, suppose if you don't know about that topic very well, you may be talking about something else. Okay, so that you should not do. Then pose negative body gestures like touching the nose, leaning back on the chair, knocking the table with pen, etc. That you should not do. Okay, you should sit straight and participate in the GD. Okay, try to dominate the discussion. Okay, so you just say important points and support your points with required data. Then, okay, explain it politely. Do not disagree with anyone. Do not shout. That kind of mannerism you can follow while preparing in the group discussion. Okay, so I will share you my experience there. The topic they were given, or one of the topic for group discussion is there is a helicopter. So it was going from one place to another place. There were few people sitting on that. One doctor who got national award for best doctor, and there is an actor who got again a national award for best actor, and there is a mother, and there is a 1-year-old child. There is a scientist who got best award for scientist, and while they are moving from Kolkata to some Bombay, something happened in the helicopter, and there is only one parachute available. Okay, something happened to that helicopter and there is only one parachute available. So it is like you have to conduct a group discussion to whom we have to give the parachute, and what is your opinion on that? That is the topic given to us. Okay, so that means there is a helicopter which is going from Kolkata to Bombay. Okay, in that helicopter there is a scientist uh, who is a very good scientist. Okay, he can do he can invent a lot of things like that. And there's a film actor who was acted in many films and got national award for best actor. Then there's a doctor who know how to treat all the diseases. Then there is a 1-year-old child, and there is a woman, something like advocate or something. Okay. Then it is to you have to discuss among yourself, among your team, to whom we have to give the parachute. There is only one parachute available, and the helicopter got some issue, and they cannot land, or it will within a few seconds, and it will collapse. Okay, so only one parachute is available. To whom we have to give the parachute? So then we have to conduct a discussion. So somebody will be arguing that we have to give the parachute to the scientist so he can invent lot of things. Somebody will argue that we can give the parachute to the doctor so that he can treat many people. If now only 5 people are there in the helicopter, if they die also no issue. He can treat many people. He can take many people back to the life. More than 5 people or 10 people he can take back to the life. And there's an actor, through his acting he can motivate many people. That's also interesting. And also we can support the boy also. There is a one, that boy is very small actually. Others are very old, little old. Okay, so the boys have some 15 to 60 years of lifespan. Oh, so we can give the parachute to him. Others will live maximum 20 years or 10 years or 20 years. That way we can conduct a discussion, and if possible we can conclude it, else not a problem. It is about discussing. Okay, group discussion is just a discussion, no need to have a conclusion also. So that kind of problems will be given during interview time, so you have to actively participate in that. So when other people are explaining their view, you should not argue with them. You have to politely, you have to explain your point. Okay, so what are the advantages of participating in GD? So what is a GD? Means we will get better understanding of the subject. Okay, once we participate in GD for a particular topic, we will understand the topic very well. And it is also a problem solving thing. So if you discuss it, you can solve. If you discuss about a particular topic, you can solve that particular issue. And it also improves listening skill and confidence. Also, it enhances the communication and interpersonal skills. So team building exercise. It is a team building exercise. So what is the advantage you will have if you participate in GD is you will get better clarity about the subject. Then it is a problem to solving topic or technique. And also you can improve your listening skill and confidence. Then you can improve or you can enhance the communication and interpersonal skills. Then also it is a team building exercise. So that's about group discussion. Okay, so today what we have learned is we have understood what is a GD. It is a sharing of information, knowledge, opinions, etc. And there is a lot of difference between GD and group discussion. GD means basically it is conducted between 2 people or 2 teams or 2 groups. They will be trying to explain their views are correct. They will be trying to prove that their views will be correct. But it is not like, it is a competition actually, debate. But group discussion is not like that. It is just sharing of information and idea. And we have compared group discussion and debate. And then we have seen what are the do's while we are participating in the group discussion, and also don'ts. Main important points that you have to do while participating in GDR. You have to listen to the topic carefully. Do not argue with anyone. Okay. Participate. If you know the topic, you can start the presentation. Else, you don't start the presentation. Okay, I cannot tell like presentation. Okay. If you know the topic, you can start the topic or start the discussion. Else, you don't start the discussion. You can support your data with points with the data or some diagrams and all. Then that is those are the do's while participating in GD. Don'ts are you should not shout at anybody, you should not argue with anybody, and you should speak to some for 3 to 4 times for a duration of 25 to 30 seconds during the entire group discussion. Not more than that. You should give chance to others. Okay? And then we have seen what is advantage of participating in GD. Okay, so we will understand the topic very well. We will be able to solve many problems. We can improve listening skill and confidence. Then we can enhance communication and interpersonal skill. Then it is a team building exercise. Okay, is it clear today's topic, group discussion? So we have to conduct some group discussion among yourself. I will be